this is a tomato plant that I just pulled up simply because it had reached its lifespan. It was a determinate tomato, which means that it has a determined amount of height that it's going to get, a determined amount of fruit that it's going to get, a determined amount of space that it's going to take up, which is different from an indeterminate tomato, which means that it does what it wants, when it wants, until the frost kills it. So, this is a determinate. I really liked this particular plant. And because I really like this particular plant, I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you that when you trim your tomato plants and you have the blah 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 blah, it was really hot earlier. When you trim the tomato plants and you take these little leaves and you break them off, right? And you're like, oh, that's so wasteful. She's just throwing them away. Well, I didn't. That's why you need to be patient. When you take those little pieces of the tomato plant and you break them off and you put them in water, they will send out roots even in water. So remember, I was like, if you plant the plant deep, it'll send out roots. Same thing with the suckers. If you plant it deep, it will send out roots, and this tomato plant is ready to be planted. Now, don't plant it right here because it's still a tomato plant. It still wants to be deep. So plant it up to, like with this tomato plant, I would plant it up to this node right there, that deep in the soil, right up to this second branch, which eventually will be trimmed off. But because this is such a small tomato plant, this is such a small clone, I don't want to trim anything off that's too big and then stunt the plant. So I have that with this tomato plant and these as well. So all of these can be planted just how I planted the other tomato plants in my previous videos. So I didn't waste the cuttings. As you can see, I have plenty of plants, and a lot of those cuttings, when I went back and looked at them, they were diseased. So diseased cuttings, don't compost them. Throw them in the trash. They trash. But anyway, that's what you can do with your tomato suckers. And that's it. You guys have a good one. I just want to drop this quick video because the weather's only getting hotter, and I just want to take advantage of this cloudy day. I'm not a summer person. I love summer food, not summer weather. Anyway, y'all be blessed.